Hello again. This is part two where we are learning about adjustments. In this portion of the tutorial, I would like you to explore using different adjustments to make your design your photograph look more interesting and powerful. The pipe wrench I need to rasterize, so I control click and rasterize. Now, by rasterizing the layer, we are now able to edit this photo. Before I do that, I would like to make a copy of the original so you can see the before and after. So I'll click on layers, on the layer I'll click on, and I will go Command C, Command V, and now I have two of the same layers right here. You can also do that process by going File, I believe, or Edit, Copy, and then Edit, Paste, and you could do the same thing, but the shortcut is Command C, Command V. At this point, I would like to edit this photograph, and I am not feeling where it is located at the time, so I am going to move it up into that section. I'm clicking on the eyeball on the layer so I don't see the bottom layer, but I will be able to click on that later on to see the original. Now I'm going to come up to Image and Adjustments. This is what I want you to explore, adjustment tools with this project. I will start off with brightness and contrast and see what I can do. I'm going to increase the white, intensify the black a little bit, and go OK. That's kind of cool. If I click on the eyeball right here and you want to look at the original and see the difference, let me move that down a little bit right there. So there's the difference right there. Okay, next, after I do that, I'm going to go Image, wrong layer, Image, Adjustments, and I'll go to Curves. Curves is pretty fun. If I click on here, you can get pretty extreme using the curve tool, as you can see there. But you don't, you're the artist. You're going to have to figure out what makes your image more powerful and interesting. I'm not going to go that extreme on this one. Maybe on a different image I will, but I'm going to stick with that. And I just clicked in two areas and kind of adjusted right there. I'll go OK. Next, adjustments, and I'm going to come down to color balance, which is one I use the most. With color balance, you can see shadows, midtones, and highlights. I am going to click on highlights first. I'm going to try to increase a little bit of the red there, a little bit of the blue. I go to the midtones, bring on a little bit of the red. I'll try some shadows, bring on a little more red. A little yellow there in the shadows looks cool. Press OK. All right. Next, Image, Adjustments, and you're going to see down here there's ways to do some pretty crazy posterizing, invert. This is what invert does. I'm going to Command Z and undo that. But you're allowed to use all of these for your photos. I want you to just play around. I want your 4 macro shots to look interesting, and I want you to explore all of these different ideas here. Last one before I move on, I will go to exposure and see what this does. Some do things, some don't do things. This one is not working right now. The gamma is gonna. All right, so I'm canceling. That did not work. A little bit it did, but all right. Lastly, over here are filters. If you come into filter gallery, there are different filters you can use, and on the right hand side, click on those little arrows and you'll see all the different filters. Please feel free to explore these and try them with your design. glass. And if you don't like them, don't use them on your photograph. Some may need it, some may not need it. There's more of a graphic texture. Fresco. I'm going to go cancel. And oh, over here you can adjust the brushes and the with the filters. All right, I'm going to cancel, but I'm going to stick with this. So there is my original, and here is there's my original. Here's my fixed one. I wouldn't say fixed, but what I think is more interesting. At this point, I'm going to pause this, and then I'll get back to you with how to autograph on the next video your photograph.